Now this is one of those instances where having the shield crossbow could come in handy. Now these guys don't have heads. These guys are called mannequins, and they're basically like weird constructs. Also, we have these guys who do have heads. Now you remember what we were climbing is a big windmill. So we're basically in the inner workings of that windmill now. Whoa! Keep hitting the walls. That's the disadvantage of having a big sweeping weapon, is that you will do that. There's a way to get that from jumping down from above. Just don't try to go down there. You'll die. Those are grave keepers, tomb keepers, something like that. So around the corner here we have some mans who are going to jump down this ladder at me. And I'm going to try to not use the shield the way I should use the shield, and try to use it more of as insurance than anything else. You can also see a treasure chest over there. There's a mannequin. Shield. But there's a door over there we can get to. I'm not sure if you can even make this jump. You probably can, but I don't know if I can. And over here is one of these thingies. You can pull them and it raises this up. Basically so you can avoid that. The thing's full of poison. But there isn't any reason to make that jump because you can just walk down here. Alright. So here we have a pike, which is basically a long spear. One of these days I'll get around to like actually playing with a spear in this game. I find one of the advantages of spears, being able to attack while behind a shield, is kind of negated by the fact that there's, I don't know, less incentive to use a shield in this game. They're not as good. As I say, I like to tend to use them as insurance more than anything else. Because that attack probably would have hit me even though I was kind of beside him, because of the wacky way that things work. So, over here, I'm going to see torch required ahead. Now, what would we want a torch for? Well, actually, I think there's a bonfire right here. Or pretty soon after this, yes. Okay, let's light the bonfire. And then I'll light our torch. And what the bonfire is for is actually pretty important. We can light the windmill on fire. Now, it's not really going to have any visible effect on things, aside from, I think it makes some of those things stop turning. But it has a very important effect later in the level. I'm not sure how that makes it stop turning. Considering that, well, I guess it gets rid of the cloth on the ends of the blades. Takes a second. And there it goes, it stopped. Not sure how it takes longer to stop in here, but whatever. Now all the machinery is stopped. It's too quiet, man. Alright. Is it up here? I see you over there. You can also see one of those traps. Now, one of the reasons I don't like using the That's what they do. I don't like using the shield is because the one-handed attacks for these I don't feel are as good as the two-handed attacks. But that's just my opinion, my personal playstyle. Now around here, over here is a man. I don't know if there's anything over here in particular, but you can bust down this thing. Let's actually go to the end here, because there's some items and junk. Okay, we'll do that later. Busting up my sword, hitting it on the walls. Some more simpleton spice. Now, the first time I did this area, I completely missed this part. And this guy here. I hear something jump down.
Shush. You idiot. Stay quiet.
I don't think it's a word, bro.
I'm on the run. Don't give me away. You're a fugitive too, eh?
No.
Yeah? Why else would you be here?
Curse.
It's got death written all over it.
Huh.
You want to climb down here? I can lend you a ladder. But, how much can you offer me?
What?
Why, yep. I'm trying to help you, you know. Have you no gratitude? Downright rude, really. But I've got a soft heart, so I let you off. This once.
I like how the game expects that reaction from you.
All right. It'll be just a moment.
Now, where this comes from is anybody's business. This guy is the ladder smith, and he just like produces ladders out of nothing. It's like pulls them out of the ground. And it might look like he just pulled a ladder from the other side, but no, he just kind of pulls them out of the ground.
Go on ahead. I won't offer this deal twice.
As a matter of fact, he will. He will give you... There are other chances to use his services as a ladder. Only once, though.
Oh, what is it? What do you need now? Huh?
His voice actor ad-libs a lot. The prostration gesture. I'm not sure what that has to do with this guy. He also sells some weapons. Some really crappy weapons. Reinforced club's probably okay. Good strength scaling on that. He also sells thief armor. Also not that good, although the leggings might be okay. And he also sells this item here. If you want this item, it's good to buy it now, because it'll be cheaper here than anywhere else. But the reason for buying this is not clear, considering ornament does not seem to have any particular function and should not be worth much, but sold at an exorbitant price. Well, it does have a function, it's just, as I say, not clear. So I don't really want any of these things. Let's talk to him.
Have you heard? Well, apparently, there's this monster lady, right? And the poison, well, does wonders for her body. You know, the health and beauty and that sort of stuff. And I thought only human women were so petty. That creature, she was human once, you know? Yeah. In fact, she was wed to the prince of that nearby castle. But her husband? He had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty, hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You see what I mean?
I really like this guy's voice actor.
Before long, the princess's ire transformed her into a monster. Now, listen here. When do you think this all happened?
Thursday.
Long ago, when this very land was called something else. We say Drangleic now, but countless kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot.
On the ledge.
And this won't be the last. Oh no.
This is how many NPCs have said that?
That damned hag just can't let her old flame go. She's going to get us all burned. God almighty. I'm not going to die in this dump. God.
Okay, he's done.
Fine then. All the best.
He will meet us back at Majula, I believe, after we finish the area. Not now, but once we're done. So, I missed this area, and I kind of jumped down to here, rather than doing that. And here we get a Ferrous Lockstone, which is kind of important. And some Twinkling Titanite. Is it kind of important? It's not that important. But, we're going to need a couple here in the future. There's another use of Ferrous Lockstones in this area, but it's kind of a waste. If I'm remembering the right one. No, actually, I think there might be a legitimate use for one here. So here's a lever thingy. But we go in here, you can see there is this wooden platform with some stairs down here. Well, if we pull that lever and get back over here in time, which is not that hard considering it's like 10 feet up. We can use this like an elevator, which takes us up here. But before I do that, there's an item underneath, which isn't all that useful. But I wonder if that'll kill you when it comes back down. Well, I'm human right now, so I don't really want to try it. I'm betting that it does. Just, you know, Dark Souls being Dark Souls and all. See an enemy over there. Now, as I have plenty of arrows, I'm going to be using them pretty liberally here. Because some of these enemies are rather tough, and the close quarters being what they are. Although the overhand smash really does help for the close quarters fighting. Okay, down here, you meet a friend. Hello, it's Pate.
We went through a lot together. Take this as a token of our friendship.
So he gives these to you for having him be summoned for that fight. So he gives you his armor, his shield, his spear, and a ring of thorns.
Don't be shy. They were meant for you.
There's some interesting things about those before we talk to him further. There's Pate's spear. Appears to be a very ordinary spear. So it's advisable to stand out, especially if you have something to hide. What about his armor? His shield. Shield is that... this one. Rather humdrum. Forged for layering thin sheets of iron. I think that'd be pretty heavy. Not something that you would definitely want to do with a shield. His Pate's helmet. Notice it's the, if you play Dark Souls 1, it's the warrior's gear from that. Considerably altered. Perhaps it has been pillaged. And the rest of his armor says the same thing.
Well, we meet again. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself.
Guts, huh? Try up. Does not open from this side. Well, we've got to do this then. No, his guts is not a body part. Spoilers. Objects? Are guts an object? I could have sworn there were guts in this game. Eh. Pure luck. Okay. I guess guts aren't a thing. What if they patched out the whole tri-horse butthole thing? Some part of me hopes that they didn't, because that's really funny. This guy's wearing Pate's armor. Okay. So those sorceresses are rather dangerous. Now, you can jump down to there from here, but there's also something over there. We'll do this first. Can I break the wood here? Yeah, that makes things easier. I might need a key for that. Now think about it. It's kind of a tough jump, but there's actually a bonfire pretty close by, so I'm going to wait until I get the bonfire to do this. Alright. And there's another one right there. Ow! That's pretty funny. I actually blocked his attack by punching him with my bow. I don't think I've ever done that. Successfully, that is. Hey. No Estus flasking. Jerk. I think we're clear here. Jack and Charms. Okay. Let's see, we got a chest up here. Glory of Trap. It's a crossbow. Okay. None of the Pharaoh's lockstone, that's good. No hidden wall here. I can never remember where these things are, so I'll often wonder where these things are. If the windmill is still going, this thing will be spinning. I think you can make it across this jump here. Let's use an Estus flask just in case. Yes. Oh, I got poison. That's no good. Let's just nip that in the butt here. Now, as the, you know, the binoculars don't really do anything, it's kind of a bad idea to have them equipped, but for an LP, the utility of having a thing that you can zoom in to look closely at things is quite nice. Alright, so this is down in that one area. And across here is the area with the ladder we could see across from that. And I think this is where the kind of trap is, yeah. And there's some secret walls here and there around here, but I'm trying to remember where they are off the top of my head. But I know there's stuff over here. Okay, let's, yeah, I think I need heavy arrows to do that, so let's go ahead and use a firebomb for this, because I don't want to get poisoned. I don't use fire bombs very much. There we go. Secret wall. Which leads out here. Did you... What the hell was that sound? It sounded like something ambushed me, but nothing happened. There's a spell quartz ring. You hear that? Something like moving around. Don't know what that is. Whatevs. And then up here, we can see some ladies. Unfortunately, because I don't have any... There we go. Don't have any heavy arrows. Iron arrows is what they're called, I guess. A link ring. Wow, that's really good. Nope, bad. Now this is kind of a tough area here because if you look around the corner, there's a lady right there. And if you come from the opposite direction, she's actually not there. She just kind of appears out of nowhere. I almost rolled into those poison things. As you can see, it deals a lot of damage. You want to be careful. A magic stone used for enchanting weapons, which we still cannot do. Something tells me that we might be getting that ability soon. Probably not in this area. Okay. I can hear some gross going on over there. Ah! Oh! Jeez! I forgot that I had my bow equipped. That was really dumb. I'm pretty sure there's a bonfire right up there, too. So that's 40,000 souls. That's great. Okay, so we're right here again. Let's get rid of this. And make sure we're going the right way. No, I wouldn't really care about losing those souls, to be honest. It's a weird attack pattern. That's why I don't like those guys. But let's be cautious anyway, because if I don't have to lose those souls, I won't. That was a waste. Didn't really mean to do that. I think I want to go this way. Yes. Well, I'm going to want my bow for this. I said before, you probably don't want to have the... it's equipped because they actually weigh something. Binoculars. And that's actually detrimental to you. Plus they make it harder to switch weapons and stuff like that. Alright, let's just run past here since I don't have to open the chest. Since it's easier to hit her from this direction. There we go. Just gonna drop an item. Now, most of the enemies will drop their armor set, and those are no exception, and they have some interesting things to say about those guys. Or girls, as the case may be. I'm noticing that he's dealing damage to me, even though I have a shield. I think it's because it deals a different type of damage. Or maybe the crescent, full moon crescent, whatever this thing is called, deals damage through shields. Okay. Now over there, those stairs is where the boss is. Retreat! I'm shitting it up here. Not remembering his attack pattern. Ugh. Fighting on stairs is not a good idea. Push him back up here. There we go. Again, not worth too much. But he's alright. Okay, now there's two things up here. There is this over here, which has a bunch of little dudes in it. And then up here is some secrets. A treasure chest, which has a petrified something in it, which is something we can give to the crows, and another one over here, which has a bonfire in it. Hell yes. Alright, let's use the bonfire to reduce the chance of me doing something stupid. Okay. Now this guy does not respawn. So in here, let's use another firebomb to get past here. That should be enough. This right here is notable. Like, this is a this is pointless here, but if you have stopped the windmill, this will be a pool of healing water, and you can stand in it and get some of your health back. This here is a mimic chest. You can see it's not as easy to tell, like in Dark Souls 1. It's a mimic. But you still can tell. See its teeth. Right there. There's no chain, anything like that. One of the things I like to do is just hit it with my shield or something. Except that I can't hit it with a shield. That works, though. And then one of the things you can do here is you can run past here and like have it get itself poisoned by running into that stuff there. I don't think it can actually come out here, but as you can see, it's poisoned. They're not that hard to kill, but whatever. I just kind of wanted to show that off. And inside it we get a work hook and some dark gauntlets. So the dark set is basically like the gauntlets. Where are they? Here. They're like the set that you get for joining the Dark Wraiths. They're kind of skeleton themed. So I'm not going to use this. If you haven't stopped the windmill, it's poison.